cortical experiences. Obviously, the mind-brain system can be thought
Blog
of as
for the 26th of October
in the sense
of
that there are always
2016.
fuel efficiency modifications and design modifications that are possible to imagine, which would make the whole system work better. Serotonin is the molecule that is being competed with by these drug molecules. Well, may it not then be that what these drug molecules represent is the same thing that serotonin represents, but in a slightly more efficient packaging? That somehow from the point of view of cellular metabolic dynamics, the drug molecule is more efficient. It obviously is. That's why it has a greater affinity for the bond site than the endogenously produced neurotransmitter. Well, it's as though...
DMD meeting on the 4th. Susie's birthday on the 12th. And on the 16th begins the Class Benito's show and Clutterman. Dad's birthday on the 3rd. I don't see I'm going to make it to the USA, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll never give up anything until we give it up, eh? Hi guys. My goldfish. Hello. Ballena y fantasma. Una ballena. Ballena es un pez muy platicador. Platica conmigo todo el tiempo. Conoce mi mente, yo conozco la suya. Nos conocemos. Fantasma es atípicamente shy. Los gatos y los guppies por allá andan, escondidos en los rincones. Qué malo soy, ¿verdad, ballena? Y tenemos un asunto de un hámster que hay que limpiarle su espacio, cambiarle su comida, todo ese rollo. Estamos con los animales siempre.
In its good time, and you always seem to be comfortable and there with it. See, this logos, this vegetable mind that I keep referring back to, it may be nothing more than the voice of our own DNA, but whatever it is, when you have it cultivated within our personality, then it becomes all up to the ego to figure out. And the ego is a frightened, pathetic, grasping creature and will make a mess of it, you may be sure. Yeah. These cultures in the South American cultures, when are children introduced into prostitutes? Well, this varies. Among the Aguaruna Jivaro, a male child gets his first taste of ayahuasca at 3 days. But it's just a taste. The mother just wets her nipple, but it's to introduce him into and I'm sure the taste, I mean, the immune system is locking on to all that stuff and scripting it in immediately, and for the rest of his life, his immune system will be reacting to that. It varies from tribe to tribe, but it's just part of the ambiance. It's part of the air they breathe. You know, the surface of the forest gives way to the invisible forest. Behind the visible forest is the invisible forest. I mean, they say this to you, and it's a real question to which I suppose there's no answer. But I would maybe virtual reality will someday let us know this. mostly from the point of view of initiation into the full spectrum of possibility that comes at puberty. That's where you are inducted into the sexual universe. You might as well also be given the full set of options. I think that if the society is psychedelic, you don't need to particularly radically restructure it. It will restructure itself. So what's important for me in these Amazonian societies is that everybody gets together and frequently does it, and the children are there as well. At the Bridge Conference at Stanford 2 weeks ago, there was a woman's panel about women and psychedelics. But, my God, this is such edge stuff. I mean, psychedelics are edgy enough, and then you add in the issue of giving them to children. Anyone willing to stand up and say they think children should be given psychedelics is in real danger of having their children taken away from them. That's the kind of society we're living in if push came to shove. So, it's touchy. What kind of circumstances or things you lay out to determine when you want to go into the experience? The basic rule is I think of it as diving. So the surface of the water should be calm before you undertake anything. And that means, just a certain amount of psychic turmoil has to be pushed to the walls. This is maybe hard advice to hear because many people maybe take psychedelics at the height of the psychic turmoil as a way of finding their way out. I've done that too, but I'm too old for that malarkey now. If I've got psychic turmoil, I'll just sit with it. Yeah. choice to make. It causes anxiety in some people. And I want to learn from these things. I mean, they are not simply there observing you, they're waiting, almost holding a net, like firefighting personnel at the site of a disaster. They're waiting for you to come to, and then they start speaking in this language of the visibly beheld logos. This is where it is most concretely beheld, that these elves things, which look like jeweled, self-dribbling basketballs or something, are all around you, and they sing. They make sound in these crystalline, high-pitched, warbling voices, and that condenses into the air as objects and words and other little beings. And so these things they offer you, these objects, a single one of them, if it could be brought into this room and set here, would change the course of the world forever. It's like the sort of thing that they keep in the nurseries of flying saucers, you know. And they are offering these things to you at a ripping pace. I mean, they just say, look at this. You say, oh my God, it's so interesting. No, forget that. Look at this. Oh my God. And these things are like Fabergé eggs of jewels and ivory and stone, but they're not made of jewels. They're made of light, meaning, and intentional humor, and triple entendre, and it's a linguistic object. And they're saying, do this. We do this. You can do this. Make these things. And some of these little objects themselves begin to sing and make other objects. And this is all, what has happened is you have burst into the hall of the Mountain King. These are the demon artificers. These are the elves making their transdimensional noise. Why? Hell, who knows why? Just to have arrived there is accomplishment enough. You could spend a lifetime sorting out why. But they seem to be the vector at the end of time. They are an anticipation of who is waiting. And if you know the pre-Socratic philosopher Heraclitus, the 52nd fragment of Heraclitus says, the aeon is a child at play with colored balls. This is it, folks. Heraclitus saw the aeon. The aeon is a child at play with colored balls. And it's the puer at the end of time. It's this thing. It's so radiant that you can hardly look at it. I mean, it has intimations of death, eternity, transformation, and yet it's all going on in this weird dimension of humor. It's like a Bugs Bunny cartoon running at triple speed, and all of this action is taking place. This is a real place, and science denies its existence. I mean, if it weren't for the fact that you pay to hear me, the only category society has for what I have just told you is serious delusion. This man has a chronic pathological delusion. It appears harmless in the social context because it nowhere comes tangential to functioning in this society. But don't put a lot of pressure on him. Obviously, the guy could snap at it. Yes.
Morning glories, just morning glories.
Is this a test? Oh, you mean, is that the psychedelic? I see what you're asking. There are many morning glories, and only a few are psychoactive. But the good news is that one of the few psychoactive ones is this heavenly blue morning glory that's grown as an ornament. And that was one of the great sacraments of the Mayan civilization. And it contains certain alkaloids that will definitely give you a very intense experience. And it's just filled, at least in my experience, with the motifs of those civilizations. Mayan hieroglyphs and that style of
They disappeared, my dear.
carving.
They disappeared.
There's There's also a horny glory called
Star,
the
the crazy hamster.
It isn't really Hawaiian, it's native of India,
Good
but it's a
job.
very powerful hallucinogen. And interestingly, it has no history of human usage. No Aboriginal group claims it. One of the things I'm kind of interested in is why one psychedelic plant will have thousands of years of
Hello.
use and another
Okay.
nobody will have ever had
Okay,
anything to do.
bye.
Hawaiian wood rose is really quite a puzzle because per unit
Hecho,
gram, per unit volume,
Bye.
it's probably
Ma,
the
que
psychedelic
está enfrente del labio que porque hay construcción en la casa.
seeds of that.
Ya ahí voy.
And
Yeah.
it does have a cardioactive glycoside that will put your heart through its paces, so be aware of that. I took that one time, and I had this long, extended hallucination based entirely on the theme of sea urchins. I was in this vaulted space that was clearly the interior of a vast sea urchin. And these purple tip-like protuberances were on all the walls and on the floor, and a coach with 6 white horses was being hauled through the space, a coach shaped like a purple sea. It just didn't make any sense at all. You have to be careful with those because they dip them in a fungicide to make it possible for you to get loaded on them. So what you have to do is grow them out. You have to devote yourself as a good shamanic homework. A summer of growing.
I was just about to grow them just because I always loved them. I didn't.
Oh, grow them.
I've never used them to grow them before, but I've never found seeds outside. And they just.
Oh no, they'll send seed capsules in the autumn, and then what you do is you let them dry out, string runners for them, let them dry out on their runners, and the seed cap is a little round, swollen thing that has 4 seeds in it, and then gather all this string and dried morning glory and stuff like that, and put it in a big paper bag, and close the bag and beat on it, and all the seeds will detach from the thing, and you can just pour out a bunch of these seeds. It is sickening. It contains ester coumarone, a sickening agent, but it's quite spectacular. And if you overdo it, it's a big one. It's a big one. There's no question about it. Many of these things are sealed away from abuse, I guess you'd say, by the fact that they're somewhat of an ordeal to take. You know, I mean, they're sickening, or in the onset there's vertigo, or but this is all right. This keeps them sealed away. Yeah. You know, smoking DMT or drinking ayahuasca, is there much of a toxic feeling in your body after it's over? No. See, the interesting thing about DMT and ayahuasca is that they're composed entirely of neurotransmitters. The thing that's amazing about DMT is you smoke it. It comes on in 1 minute. It lasts 2 minutes. It's without a doubt orders of magnitude stronger than any trip you've ever had. It lasts 2 minutes. You come down over the next 5 minutes, and 20 minutes after that, there is no trace of it, not only in your body, but almost as miraculous. There's very little trace of it in your mind. It's almost like it happens so fast that short-term memory can't grok it. So people come down raving, and then 5 minutes later, they don't know what they were raving about. And finally, they're just they have to rest with, it was the damnedest thing that ever happened to me. And don't ask me any more about it, because I can't. It was very impressive while it was happening. Then if you do it over years, occasionally,
See you, Mom.
because I find it takes a lot of courage to do it. Maybe this is because I have a surrender problem, but the very thought of doing it brings sweat to my palms. I mean, it's just so unambiguously profound. But you can, by doing it repeatedly, slowly build up an image of what's happening in there. And then this little story I told you about the self-transforming alpha machines, that's my composite image of what's happening inside the 5 minutes after it, you'll be thrashing pretty hard to try and say something. It's just that it becomes more and more absurd, almost literally before your eyes. It goes from the sublime to the ridiculous. You go from having the message, which if you could but deliver it, would lead all mankind to glory, to forget it. Over to